Hey everyone, this is Lolcohol, and in this video we're going to be crafting some really nice cast on crit gloves for cast on crit Ice Nova, Cyclone, this guy, Assassin. So these gloves have got tier 1% and tier 1 flat energy shield. It has Unnerve, and it has the Incursion mod, 48% cold resistance and 50% increased damage with hits against chilled enemies, as well as tier 1 accuracy and a crafted chance to avoid elemental ailments. Now, these are they're pretty easy to craft in 3.13. It's a bit tedious and expensive, but the end result is pretty guaranteed. So if you want to do this before the nerfs come in, do it quickly because there's not a lot of time left. These cost about 65 to 70x to make, but they are sort of semi going to be craftable after the nerfs. So I will discuss that when we go through the crafting process. But also, if you want to see how I made some other cool items that are going to be unavailable in 3.14, let me know. I've got this explodey chest with a whole lot of energy shield and explodes and crit, and I've got this amulet. These are all pretty much gone next league. How you feel about that? I don't know. These items are disgustingly overpowered. But let's hop into Craft of Exile and have a look at these gloves and how to make them. First things first, we're going to be starting with a base with the Incursion mod that we want. You can either buy these like this, where it's got a bad prefix. It'll be easy to remove this. You just get an imprint, annul it. If you annul off the good mod, then you just apply the imprint and try again. Or you can skip that step and just buy one with the clean suffix, all nice, for about 1.5, 1.8, 2x. So let's look at Craft of Exile. By the way, this is my face. Hi, face. Some of you had seen it, some of you have not. I hope you like it. All right, so we have our gloves. We have our base that we have bought from someone else on the internet. Now, what we're going to do next is beast crafting with Imprint. Some people might say that you should not worry about this because I'm going to try and get on our energy shield at this step, whereas some people might say, no, you should do remove, add defenses. My math, because these Creasic Chimeral imprint beasts are so cheap, they're about 35 to 40 chaos in bulk. I think it's cheaper to do it this way than remove add, which I think you've got about a 1 in 70 chance to get tier 1. That's a lot more expensive. So because these are so cheap, we're going to do it this way. So we create an imprint, and now we're going to augment, and we're going to try and hit a high flat or percent energy shield. So we do that. Unfortunately, we get unlucky. So we're not going to apply our imprint right away. What we first want to do is try and annul off this bad mod, because it's much cheaper if we annul it than applying another beast. So, oh, we got unlucky. Try again. We just hit our imprint and go back to that. And then we're going to create a new imprint, and oh, again, we didn't get something good. So we annul it. That is essentially a free beast, a free 35 chaos if you hit the annul. And then we're going to try again. And if you don't get it, annul. If you lose the mod, whoops. Oh, no. I didn't mean to do it like that. Just get the order right, folks. All right. Create a new imprint and augment. You get the idea. Oh, okay. Well, we actually hit something good. So now that we are on the next step, and we're going to do the same thing. So in this case, we create an imprint. Hopefully that creates a new imprint. And then we're going to regal it. So unfortunately, if we hit something bad, we're not going to be able to attempt to annul and then hit it again. Well, unless you want to annul it and then exalt it. But, you know, no one's going to do that. So we are just now hoping to regal on tier 1 or tier 2 or maybe even tier 3 flat energy shield. So we create our imprint. We hit it with a regal and we don't get it. So we apply our imprint and create a new imprint and do it again. Didn't get it. Apply imprint, use beast. You get the picture. We just keep doing this until we get a decent flat energy shield. Now I'm going to pull up on the screen the price of this process. So as you can see, our base is about 1.5x, and we're going to try hit tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3 flat if you're feeling a bit broke. So the chance to get either percent or flat tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 is about 1 in 20. So that's going to be, it's actually about, let's say 20 times 40 is 800 chaos, but this is not taking into account the chance to annul. So let's say half the time that you get a bad mod, you attempt to annul it and you hit the mod that you want to hit, that's essentially a free imprint beast. So let's just say that half the time you get lucky and the other time you have to apply a new beast. So it's going to be about 5x just to get the first energy shield mod. Next, our chance to regal a high percent or flat energy shield, in this case we're looking for flat, it's going to be about 2.3. So that's a 1 in 43% chance, which is 17x. A bit gross, but if you want to make ultra high end endgame crafts, this is the kind of thing you're going to have to do. You're really going to have to put in the time and the money to reach that level of perfection or close to perfection. So 1 in 43% chance. Well, 1 in 43 chance. You just keep doing that over and over and over and over and over until, yay, you finally got it. Let's pretend we got our energy shield. Yeah. There we go. Okay, we hit tier 2. Nice. Well, what's the next step? So we want to get our accuracy on this. So what we are going to do is we're going to augment an attack modifier. This will work in 3.14 because these gloves actually do not have any influence, and augment mods will be allowed to be applied to non-influence items. But before we do that, we want to benchcraft a third prefix, meaning that anything that we augment will be a suffix. Now there are a few attack mods that are bad, and we are looking for accuracy, so we would go augment attack. And okay, if this happens to you, then pretty much you won the lottery. Okay, not really. It's like a 1 in 6 chance to hit tier 1 or tier 2. So you got lucky. And let's say you're going for absolutely perfect. What you're going to have to do is remove add attack until you get tier 1. So this is one of the mods that sucks, right? In 3.14, if this happens to you, it's pretty much just, there's nothing you can do because there's no remove add attack. So that will suck. But in 3.13, since we are still in 3.13, you would just keep going remove add attack, remove add attack, remove add attack, and eventually you'll get it. It is about a 1 in 6 chance. Well, as you can see, 11.63, so it's a 1 in 10, but if you are okay with tier 2, then it's about a 1 in 6 chance. So that step isn't too expensive. Let's just look at our little spreadsheet. Here's our little spreadsheet. So tier 1 accuracy is a 1000 out of 7600 chance, so about a 1 in 8 shot. And tier 1 or tier 2 is a 1 in 4 shot. So this should cost between 6 and 12x to get this mod. This is actually probably one of the easiest steps. So the next thing we want to do is get our Unnerve. Unnerve is a hunter prefix. So as you know, if we want to hit a prefix, we want to fill up our suffixes. We've got 2. So we can just go over to our bench, craft on a suffix. Now, there are a lot of attack-based prefixes that we could hit if we augment on with our Hunter Exalt. We're going to use a Hunter Exalt, but there are quite a few attack modded ones. So what we can do is craft on cannot roll attack modifiers. There we go. That serves 2 purposes. It fills up our suffixes and makes it easier to hit Unnerve. So once we've done this, we're going to go Hunter Exalt. Woo! So the chance to hit Unnerve is about a 1 in 6. So again, in 3.14, if this happens, that kind of sucks. In this league, however, you can just go replace influence modifier and then do it until you hit Unnerve. Now, what just happened is a bug. I just hit Chance to Impale, which you'll notice has the attack tag. And you might be thinking, oh, Craft of Exile did something weird. That's just some bug in Craft of Exile. But no, this is a bug in Path of Exile itself. This happened to me 3 times and wasted me 17x. So, cannot roll attack modifiers. I don't know if it's actually doing anything. It did seem to roll this mod less often, but I did still see it 3 times. I still feel safer using this, but it's up to you. Since it's bugged, maybe you don't want to craft this. This is 1x, and if it gives you peace of mind, do it. But apparently you can still hit this, which has the attack mod. So we're going to keep going, remove, add attack, remove, add influence, until we get Unnerve, which is technically a 1 in 6 chance. You can see we're hitting this stupid attack mod again. What the heck? 1 in 6 chance. There we go. That is, excuse me, that's pretty much what happened in game. I had to do it about 12 times. But you can see it says it's a 9% chance. If this was working properly, it should be much, much higher, but it seems like something funky is happening. So we finally got our Unnerve. Excellent. The final step is just to go over to our bench, to our suffixes, and then we're going to craft on Chance to Avoid Elemental Ailments. So let's just remove this. Chance to Avoid Elemental Ailments. There we go. Just craft that on. And our gloves are pretty much finished. So if you want, let's say, attack speed instead of Chance to Avoid Elemental Ailments, you can just craft it on at the bench and get 7 to 12. But if you are greedy or just want perfect gloves, you can, let's say, craft that on and then go remove, add a speed modifier, or just augment a speed modifier and you'll get attack speed and then replace speed until you get tier 1, which is about a 1 in 4 chance. Those are very expensive. I think it's about 7 or 8x, so 8 times 4 is 32x. In total, these gloves cost about 65 to 80x, depending on how lucky you get. They cost me about 65. I got tier 1 energy shield really quickly. That was crazy lucky. And I got tier 1 accuracy on my first try with augment attack. However, when it came to Unnerve, it took me, I lost count. It was just brutal, horrible experience. So I believe that's going to be it for this video. If you want to see more stuff that we can do with Harvest in its current form, let me know. I will share those sorts of videos. But if you only want to see stuff that's going to be relevant in 3.14 post-Harvest nerf, then let me know too. However, since we're in 3.13, I thought I would share this because these are pretty damn nice gloves. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching. If you like the video, a like and subscribe are appreciated. And please follow me on Twitch too if you want to catch me live. We've been streaming a lot more lately, so yeah, catch me on Twitch. Anyway, have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye. And thanks for the microphone. Cheers.
Divine power! Divine power! It's branching, Exile. You're making me nervous.